Oh my goodness, I didn't get a chance to clean my desk from the last live stream. I just got finished doing the dishes a second ago, so sorry if my hands look a little rough. Hot water will always do that. So how is everybody today? Okay, let me get this little reorganized. There we go. So here are the little fruits we'll be making today. And I think somebody said they wanted to see me make some flowers, so I'll make sure to include that in today. I feel like I'm missing a fruit. No, it's not. Then let me make sure I have the right hook. Oh wait, no, that was the right hook. Yeah, here we go, 1.4. So today I'm going to be using a 1.4 millimeter hook. And this is yarn that's splitted from worsted weight. And I'll show you guys how to do that real quick. Like, here's a good example. Here's some like Karen Simply Soft. I'll like measure it out, cut off a little bit. I'll just do a little bit for a demonstration. And then I like to kind of split at the edge, and then what you do is you take one out at a time, kind of hold the other three, and just pull the remaining one. But you gotta be careful because sometimes it'll start to bunch up, so you need to pinch at the end and bring it down. Not all yarn will split though. It really depends on the brand. This is a 100% acrylic, but also I've also tried 100% acrylic yarns that did not split well, like they would disintegrate as soon as I pulled it. And some cotton yarns are very delicate. Cotton fiber seems to work pretty good when you split it. Like it seems to be very strong. But that's how you do it. I'll put that their way. And do I have any more peach yarn? Oh no, I'm out. So this is the peach yarn I used last time. This time we're going to use this more vibrant one. Because I have, this is the one I, oh wait, no, this one. This one is a little bit more colorful. This one's very pale, but this one has more color to it. Oh, I just realized the music stopped. Let me go back to this one. Well, it seems my tablet doesn't want to be using the internet today. I don't know, it does that sometimes. This is the back room, so sometimes it's like that. Yeah, there we go, now it connected. Okay, I have my notes right here. Ignore all the scribble. I made all these fruits just last night. Okay, so to start, I'm going to start with 3 single crochet into the magic circle. And I like to make these a little bit on the looser side. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to increase in each stitch. So we'll have a total of 6 stitches at the end of this round. Oops. And now what I like to do is, actually let me use, I have like these nail dotting tools, and I like to use these to help push out my work, especially when I'm working with really small like points, if I'm making something pointy. Sometimes the end of my hook is not big enough. I think this might be big enough. Let me see. Okay. And now I'm going to also increase in each stitch again, so we'll have 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 and 12. And once again, helps shape. And sometimes I'll like pinch the end a little bit. That'll make it give it more of that peach shape. Okay, now we're going to single crochet and increase, and we'll repeat that pattern, that set all the way around. So we'll have 1. Oh, and there'll be 18 stitches at the end of this round. Okay, so that's the first set. Here's the second. Here's the third. And now here's the fourth set. Now the fifth, and now the last set. Okay, so now, let me see my notes. Round, oh yeah, we only do 2 rounds of single crochet. And this time I'll use my stitch marker, because I do not feel like counting. So here's the first stitch. So this is round 4. Oops. I'm gonna go ahead and sew this tail up a little bit. It's kind of getting in the way. Okay, so now this is our second row of single crochet. Oops. We are almost there. See, now I can see it's starting to look more like a peach. So now we're going to gently decrease. So now, normally we would do one single crochet then decrease, because that was what our previous increase was, but I will do gentle decreases. So we're going to single crochet 4 times, or I should say in the next 4 stitches, then decrease. And it'll take the count down by 3 stitches. So it'll go down from 18 to 15. So 1, okay, 2, and 3. And now, oh, has some black fiber in the way. Alright, now decrease. 1, 2, and 3. And now decrease. 1, 2, 3, and decrease. Oops. My dum dum is supposed to be 4, not 3. And that's the next round. Oh, yeah. I was wondering why my count was off. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, that's the correct stitch count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and our last decrease. So now the stitch count is 15. And now the next round is 3 single crochet and decrease. It's so funny because I remember distinctly saying out loud 4 single crochet and then decrease, and yet I just go and do 3 instead. What is with my brain? So 1, 2, 3. Oops. And now decrease. One, 2, and 3, and then decrease. Okay, our last set. 1, 2, and 3. And our final decrease. And I believe, yeah, now it is 2 single crochet and decrease, and after that we'll finish off because there will only be 9 stitches left. And I will sew those in by going through the front loops so that way they sew in nicely and they don't make an ugly ridge on the top. Oh yeah, probably here I probably should have some stuffing ready. So 1, 2, and decrease. Oops. One, 2, and decrease. And our last set. Actually, before I do that, let me stuff it a little bit. I mean, I could use a little bit more stuffing. Actually, and since we're on our last set, I'm going to go ahead and take out the stitch marker. And normally people would go into like the next stitch, you know, and slip knot, chain one, and finish off, but to make my finish a little bit more smooth, I prefer to cut it and just pull the string. And now I go through, well, probably from this perspective, it would be the back loops, but they're technically the front loops if you look from this side. Go from inside to outside, or out to in, out and in. And halfway I'll like kind of pull it a little bit. And you can see that makes it a little bit cleaner when you tie up the hole. Just for a little extra safety net measure, I'm going to crochet in it a little bit more and tighten it up. Okay, now I'm gonna pick a spot where we want to sew that line. So with our tail, I'm gonna sew just below the little peak at the bottom. I'm gonna go one more time to make the indent a little bit more noticeable. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now I'm just gonna sew up my ends, so make sure this doesn't come undone. And what I like to do is I like to take some blush, or you can take like powdered chalk. I take, since this yarn is not very light, I usually went with this one, and then I added this one. But I feel like this is too light for it, so I'm gonna go with just the darker pink. And I like to do this before sewing on the leaf. Of course, this step is optional, especially if you're making a bigger one. Then probably, if you're making like this maybe more of a toy size with bigger yarn, I'd probably go for like maybe an ombre kind of yarn that could give you the similar technique. Or if there's like a way to maybe stain it. Okay. Let me check this message real quick. Okay, now I will make the leaf. So I made, let me see, I made with this color. Let me see if this will work. No, it's too bright. How would it look with normal green? Normal green doesn't bring out the brightness as much, so I'll use this one. And making the leaf is pretty easy. I think this time I'm going to make a little bit of a smaller leaf. Usually I'll do 2 single crochet, chain 2, then 2 single crochet, and then close the circle, but this time I want a really tiny leaf, so I'll just do just 1 single crochet, and then chain 2. Oh, hello! How are you doing? Are you having a good day? I'm really happy you can join us. We're making adorable little fruit. I just finished making this tiny little peach. Oh, it's you! Okay, I thought you were one of the, I had my new person coming voice on, talking up, trying to be as professional. I didn't realize it was you. Yeah, because I didn't know what your YouTube username was. Oh, I'm happy you can make it. Yeah, you missed it. I just finished the peach, but you'll be able to go back and watch it. I got like, I think, which one did I make earlier? I think this is the one I made earlier. But I ran out of this yarn, the more light peach one. Well, not ran out. I just have to go like in the bin, but I don't feel like it. So I used this other one. And it's so much bigger. Like, look at that. I guess technically worsted weight, but for some reason this particular yarn only has 3 strands instead of 4, so the individual is just a little bit thicker, and it's really rough. It looks cute, but it kind of hurts my finger a bit, but that's what you do. Oh, I could have been using my yarn ring. Oh, I didn't think about that. Let me show. I'm gonna make a leaf. For this leaf, I had done like single crochet, like 2 of them, and then chain 2, then 2 single crochet. But I want the leaf to be just a little bit smaller, so I'm going to just do 1 single crochet and then chain 2. I hate it when it gets all tangled. But yeah, I'm testing the waters to see how well this does. So far, none of my Korean viewers have showed up. But to kind of be fair, it is, I guess most people are out right now, maybe. I'm trying to think when Korean people usually watch. I think they usually watch maybe late at night. But I don't want to stream at night. Not, well, maybe I will in the future. But for now, I prefer like getting in that natural daylight. Like now it's kind of, it actually still looks pretty bright on the screen actually. And I do, but I had the light turned on. Before I was going all natural light. Okay, and now I'm going to just join with that first stitch. This is really hard, but it's a good thing I have nails so I can like pinch it. Okay, let me see how this turned out. Sometimes you have to, like, where the chain 2 is, you gotta pinch it a little bit. That's cute enough. Oh no, it doesn't feel as bright to me. It actually still looks like morning from this on the screen, but it's actually a little bit darker in here. Even though I have the light turned on. Yeah, I think it's because outside. I think because I'm looking outside. Well, earlier it was like really super bright and sunny, and now it's like all dark. Not dark, but it's like getting there. It's like almost twilight. Okay. Am I going to be lazy today and half sew and half glue? I don't know. I might be. Trying to sew on a little tiny leaf is, especially with leaving no. You know, I probably. Well, if I had started from the top, I could have sewed it on. But the problem is I finish at the top. And I start from the bottom. So I can't really sew it on and like tie it and hide it. But more, I'm just going to take it through here. And then I'm going to... I hate when this happens. Okay, there we go. I'm going to pull... Actually, before I pull it, I'm going to take it out just a smidge so I can add a little bit of glue. I call this cheating. If I was going to sell it, though, I'd sew it. Like, all the way. Gotta be careful. I don't want to add too much glue. I'm going to put it back down. And then pull these, like, really tight so it really gets in there. I think that looks pretty good. Now I just gotta cut. So how is your morning? Because I think it's like, what time is it? So it's probably 10 in the morning for you, right? morning. Is it rainy for you or is it sunny? I thought it was gonna rain today. It looked like it, like this morning, it looked like, you know, like when it's sunny but it looks like it's gonna rain? That kind of like really weird look, because in the like distance it was like overcast, but it was like blue skies right where I'm at. So I thought maybe it would like rain, but it didn't. Well, maybe not yet. I don't know. It rained a lot yesterday. Oops. I accidentally cut into the thing. And it's probably gonna rain. Because I remember you told me your town, they joke that it's the town that's always raining. Here's our first one. I actually like the size of this one. This one actually looks pretty cute. The other one, oh, I like the color a lot better. It's more vibrant. I think this one's more realistic looking, the color, when I add like the blush. But this one's more vibrant and kawaii. But I think this will still be a good earring, I believe, if I added like a jump ring. I have a couple here, but I don't want to fiddle with the wire cutters and all that. Now let me see. What one did I do next? I think I did the lemon next. Let's see, I think this is the one I did last night. Oh yeah, this is the one we did in the live stream. So I'm gonna make the leaf first. That's usually a little bit easier to just have it already done. I think, yeah, this one is just, let me see, I think I did half double crochet, single crochet, then chain two, then single crochet, then half double, yeah. So I didn't want it to be too big, but I wanted it to be a little bit, you know, I didn't want them to be all the same leaf, you know. I wanted to all have like different types of size of leaves. So after that half double, I'm gonna single crochet. Then I'm gonna like tightly chain two. Then I'm gonna single crochet. And then do double. Oh, not double, I'm sorry, half double. I like how it looks like nothing, like just looks like a line, and then the magic happens when you pull the ring. And like, look how cute that is. So now, actually, I think this time I'm not going to, normally I would like, you know, do that, but I'm not going to, I'm just going to pull it through. Because it seemed like it made that little dent right there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, that's because I did the chain one and finish off, but I need to not do that. Oh god, I almost cut myself there. I don't know if you saw that. Okay, I didn't get cut. Do I have any? Okay, I didn't know if it scratched it or not. Let's see. Oh wait, I have nothing to sew it onto yet. I gotta make the lemon first. Doy. Am I out of yellow? No, I'm not. I know I have plenty of yellow somewhere. Okay, here we go. I had one more hidden at the bottom. Okay. Oh, that's fun. I can see that you're still here. Like the person count is still up. So I'd imagine. I thought you were like making breakfast or something. Oh, you'll be here all morning? Yeah, so today's your relaxed day. Easygoing Sunday morning. I wish Korean America would treat Sundays more importantly. Because, like Joan, my husband, he's at work today. Usually he has Sundays or his only off day. But the students are like, oh, I want to learn more. Like, what? Like, what? And they're making him come. But he also needs to, like, make, like, a workbook. All right. Yeah, crocheting in pajamas all morning. Oh my god, that reminds me too, like, cause my dad would play, like, he didn't like going to church, but he's really religious. Wait, what kind of student you have here? Oh, so we're ESL teachers at Hagwon. That's like an after school. And that is, so they're like different, it depends on the ages. I only deal with elementary school kids, but he deals with all the grades. He deals with elementary, middle, and high school. Though they are trying to think for me to permanently take over, I think, the elementary side. So the owner is leaving, and she's handing the torch over to our math teacher because he was like already a partner in the business anyway, and so now he'll be the president of the our little business. Well, I wouldn't say ours. We didn't make it. She made it of her little business, and my husband will be vice president and also head English teacher. And the students really like him, like especially like the middle school and high school students. They're always like, I want to learn English more. So they're like, can we go on Sunday? I think it's just an excuse for them to go escape from their parents' home because I think their parents make them study even more on the weekend. It's just like, why? The whole point of the weekend is to rest. Okay. Oh yeah, that was also like three single crochet in the magic circle, and I just did a increase in each round. So now I have six, yeah, 6 stitches. Basically this is the same. Actually, what I'm doing is exactly the same startup as the peach. Just after I increased, I did 2 rounds of single crochet, and then I started decreasing by 3 stitches at a time. I'm gonna try to right. Oh, your previous roommate was Korean and her parents were very strict. I know, right? Like I think nowadays it's slowly starting to become a bit more not as rigorous. Like the kids actually have a lot more freedom nowadays. Before, they would go home at 1 a.m. after school. They'd finish at 1 like 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. and then their parents would make them study even more and up till like 3 a.m. and then they gotta go to sleep and wake up at 6 and start all over again. Like it's crazy. Oh, wait, that was Jung. Is rice ready? Should be. I think I started it. I'll text him real quick. Thank goodness I have Cacao on my laptop because I wouldn't be able to use my phone while streaming. Oh god, it's like I'm typing like an old lady. I'm doing this like one, trying to type. Oh goodness. But yeah, I think Jung's parents were not super bad on the whole study thing. But I know some kids are, some of their parents are, and it's just so sad. Like, they'll even go, that's the problem. I kind of actually hate Hogwarts a little bit because it's a business, it's not legally required. So kids will go to, like, they'll go to normal school, and then after that, they go to a half school for like hours, and then go home in the evening. They actually had to pass a law that says students can no longer stay at these institutions or at the school no longer than 12 a.m. because parents were like forcing their kids to like stay for like so long to just study, and the suicide rate is quite high. I'm not sure, I think it might be going down now because now they're finally stepping back and relaxing a little bit. I know, right? Ugh, I'm so glad. I was lucky my parents, they never really asked for my report card, actually, to be honest. It's weird. In the beginning, they were like, oh, are you doing well in school? But when I went to high school, they didn't really care as much as long as I was passing. Which honestly I think was good because I actually did decently well in high school. Like I took honors classes and they didn't force me. I still remember, this was in America though, and I remember this one Vietnamese kid in my class, he was in all the honors classes I was in, and he was really mad talking with his friends like, yeah, my parents are making me take all these honors classes. And I was like, oh crap, I didn't know parents could force you to do that. I was just taking it because it was my choice. They care a bit, but not as much. Yeah, that's how it should be, I think. Like, care, like, 'cause if you don't care, then it's bad. Like, my dad did care, actually, cause he's the brainiac of the family. Actually, he cared more about how good I was at math, and I hate math. But my mom was like, if you're passing, you're good. I'm not gonna pressure you. But I think that freedom kind of helped. Because I was kind of already a bit of a studious kind of student anyway. Just not super studious. Because, I knew, like, I don't want to waste all my time learning junk I'm going to forget later. Just, like, let me make good grades and just concentrate. I was actually trying to learn Korean when I think my senior year of high school. Like, I just wanted to learn what I wanted to learn, basically. Let me count if I have the right amount of stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so one more. Because I lost count. I really probably should have used my stitch marker, but it's so hard to use a stitch marker when it's this small. Okay, now I should have 12. Yeah, I know that feel. I know, it's like... But it seems to be changing, though, thankfully. Actually, it's funny, because I think... It turns out, I think it's still like that if you live in Seoul, or this city that's near Seoul called Bundang. It's, like, super competitive. Like, if you live in a competitive type city... Oh, wait, you use a little piece of yarn. Oh, no. I actually kind of hate doing that. The more I think because it gets in the way, or sometimes I'll accidentally crochet into it. That's why I prefer this. I actually made this out of garden wire. Before I was using bobby pins, but the problem is they're really long, so they kind of really get in the way. But they come at pop in and out really easy. And I always wanted a spiral stitch marker, but I never could find one. I mean, I could if I went online, but like I don't want to buy anything online for a while. And I was like, you know what? I found this cheap garden wire at Daiso. I'm like, let me make one. And I had to coat it with nail polish because it was too rough and it was like snaggy onto the yarn, but now it's perfect. So now it's like my favorite stitch marker. Let me see. I should have 18 after this because I'm doing the single crochet, then increasing, like doing that pattern all the way around. Okay. One, and then increase. But yeah, I brought like some of the phonic workbooks from the Hawk one because they want me to be in charge of the phonics class, and I gotta start making. I'm gonna use Memrise and as well as Quizlets, so like these three flashcard. Well, one's a flashcard app and one is a quiz app. That's I don't know if you ever heard of Kahoot. I know Kahoot is pretty popular in America, and there's another version called Quizlets, which is similar, but I actually prefer Quizlets because it's a lot cuter. And actually, when the kids are playing, like they'll sometimes give the kid like these weird little powers to use to bump up their answer points or something. It just makes it a bit more fun. So I gotta make that. I'm gonna make that along with the phonics workbook, so that way the chapters and units match each other, and I'll assign that as homework. I'm trying to like think of things that will be fun for them to do. Okay. Oh, phew, my stitch count was correct. I was getting kind of worried, like I'm worried if I missed like a stitch or not. uh, so what is French culture actually like on education? 'Cause I know I don't know if I've ever heard of like strict French parents before, but I don't think they'd be lax either. I feel like, because I remember like I was listening to like one of those Reddit stories, and one girl was talking about how her math, she's like from France, and like one of her math teachers, even though she didn't do bad, she made like B's. Her math teacher complained to her parents and telling them she could do better, and the parents agreed and started making her do like after schooling with this teacher. It was just so weird. It's like she's already making B's. That's like pretty good. Why would you complain about that? It was so weird. But I didn't know if French parents are ever like that. Oh, they're pretty chill. That's good. Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. Where did I leave off? So this is round. Yeah. So 4 to 9. Round 4 to 9. After I increased up to 18, I'm gonna just single crochet for a couple rounds, or at least up till round 9. But that's good that they're chill. I think that's how it should be. Like you care, but you chill at the same time. Yeah, probably when John gets home. I'm not quite sure if when he comes home, but we gotta start filming the hayashi rice. That stuff, like I posted in the What's Cooking channel on Discord. Yeah, we're gonna film making that. Let's see. Parents want you to have good, but not a lot of foresight. Yeah, that's how it should be. That's just like the perfect balance. You know what I mean? Because actually, the sad thing is that these parents are like forcing their kids like study, 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 so you can get that. Because it is some of the job market is very competitive, so I can kind of understand. But you go to work for some place like Samsung or something. Yes, the pay might be good, but you will be worked to death. So it's like, okay, you just wasted most of your childhood studying, and as soon as you go to college and go into adulthood, then you're just working all the time. It's like, when did you ever like get a break in life, you know? And one of my students, G1, she's really nervous about going to middle school because that's when they start picking up the pace. They seem to be pretty chillax for elementary school kids. Like elementary school kids, it's just like fun learning, not too much homework. But then as soon as you start middle school, it starts to like really crack down. And then when you get to high school, you're just crying and studying so much for if when you're a Korean kid. Oh yeah, hey Worm, what's up? You back? Yeah, this is our second, my second live stream. It's basically doing the same thing, but I wanted to make it so that Antemalu could watch, and that maybe even if some of my Korean subscribers might watch. I don't know. I haven't seen any pop up in a while, but it is 6 something, so maybe they're eating dinner, or they're out and about, or maybe they're sadly stuck at a hog one. Like last live stream last week, Jung said one of his students while she was studying, she had my live stream playing in the background. Like, I think she had the sound off, but was like watching, like what I was doing. I'm like, oh, but it still sucks that she couldn't engage because she was stuck studying. And it was Sunday, for goodness sakes. She should, like, be home, like, playing video games or going out hanging with friends. The one thing I did notice though about Hagwon culture is it's slowly turning away from vigorous grading into more. It's actually now like kids like social groups now. Actually, I think that's why kids want to go to Hagwons now because now it's like your social group where you go to hang out with your friends. Because now Hagwons are a lot more relaxed and a lot more friendly. Let me see. So he can't really ground her. I know, right? I know. It's like I always feel bad when they always go on the weekend though. It's like go out, go get some fresh air. Like there's so many little parks around here. You could, like go walk with your friends, go to the latte cinema, or like go watch a movie, or go drink some coffee. Oh my god, I gotta stop crocheting in the corner. I keep like doing this, but I need to be like out here. Let me see. What is this? I think this is round 5. Because I don't think I've been single crocheting that long. And probably after this, I need to make like a flower or two. Because someone was like they really wanted to see me make some tiny flowers. I don't know if they're watching this, but they might watch it later maybe, so I'll make like a quick little tiny flower for them. Let me think. What time is it? Okay, it's 6:24. Actually, let me check my messages real quick. Oh, okay, he didn't. He saw my message, but he didn't reply. So I was kind of nervous. I was like, why I didn't hear the little caca, the little sound it makes. I was getting like, why am I not hearing it? Because you know, sometimes when you have your texting app open and then you don't realize it and you're like wondering why they're not responding. It turns out they did a bunch and they're wondering why you were leaving them on red and I'm like, oh shoot. Okay. looking good. Oh yeah, I try not to. I know it's so annoying. I hate it when I do it by accident. Like you'll put your phone down to go do something and you didn't realize you didn't exit the texting app. Oh, I hate that. I'll feel so bad. Especially if they were asking you about something they wanted an immediate answer to, like, hey, where do you want to go out for dinner? Or, hey, can you meet up so we can go grocery shopping later? Like that kind of thing. Okay, I think that was round 5, so let's do 6. So 4 more rounds of single crochet. It probably doesn't really matter. It just will change the length of the lemon. Oh god, what if I made like a long lemon? Actually, that'd be kind of a cute body pillow, actually. Really long shaped lemon. Maybe I'll do that one day when I get some bigger yarn. Let me have a sip of my delicious coffee. Another thing too that's weird I've noticed on Sundays is that around every, like, it's like just a little bit around 2ish, like 2 o'clock-ish, like a helicopter goes by. Like with someone speaking from the speaker. It has happened in the past 3 Sundays of me sitting here. That helicopter goes by and like someone is speaking out, like on us. I forgot what they're called. Those things they use to speak out to large crowds like that. And I'm like, I'm wondering if maybe they're doing like running a test or something. All I know is I remember the helicopter is like red. It might be a medical helicopter now that I think about it, because there are a couple of hospitals near here. So that is possible. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, probably. But it's like, why is it always every Sunday? Like, I never hear like a helicopter over this area on the weekday. It's always almost around the same time too. It's kind of weird. That's why I thought maybe it was a practice run or something they do every Sunday. Maybe they're training people. I think I've been crocheting a bit too tight. I can feel these stitches are getting kind of hard to get into. Like, oh boy. Oh, I know. I hate that feeling. That's actually happened to me when I was watching one of Louis' streams. My phone died and I wasn't paying attention to the battery, and I was like, no, I had to run and like find a charger because I didn't want to. Because you know, it really sucks if you're having like a conversation with somebody, like you're typing away, and then your phone just goes look, like dies, and you're just like, no. Oh, you like my stitch mark? I made it with a wire. Oh, I think I have. Here's the wire actually right here. I have it. I have a whole bunch of it. I got it from Daiso. Called something called Home Gear. Oh my god, this is like literally English. It says Y. Oh, oh god. Yeah, I like it because it's super flexible without being, because like I tried to make one from a paperclip, but the paperclip, oh my god, that wire did not want to bend. It was too strong. But the flexible wire, gardening wire is really flexible, but it holds its shape really well. And then I kind of took my wire cutters and kind of like chipped at the end to make it spiky and coated it with nail polish. Because I've always wanted a spiral stitch marker. And for some freaking reason in my hometown, Hobby Lobby and Michael's never sold them. They always sold the normal clip-on ones, which I have. I have one right here. But as you can see, it's way, way too thick. Like the tip part fits, but actually not even the tip. Like it won't go in. It's way too tiny. My stitch is way too tiny. It's way too big. I know, right? Same. Yeah, so I think I wrapped this also like around one of my bigger crochet hooks to like slightly bigger one. I think I wrapped this around the G hook one to like help get its curve. Yeah, having, and you don't even need special equipment. I just had to use my finger because it's not that rough. What was I at? I think, what is this, round 7, I think? I need to start keeping track of my rounds a little bit better. I actually have a tally counter right here I never use. Let me see if it still works. Oh, what do you know? Oh, it's actually on a previous project I was working on. Actually, okay, let me count real quick. So that's 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I was right. It is. I'm on 7. There we go. I think it's supposed to be for like when you have it like on your thumb or something. And you're supposed to hit it each time, but ugh, it's kind of sticky from dust though. You know, like when you haven't used something and it collects dust. I know sometimes you lose your stitch markers. Oh, I recommend these. These babies are awesome. Just for me, they got kind of, if I'm working on something bigger, it's fine, but for this, it's like they're really long though, so they kind of kept getting in the way. That's why I made my little tiny spiral one, because they would get in the way a bit. But even then, they're still really good. Like, I used them for a very long time, and they were pretty good to use. What is this, 7? Let me see. Oh, I use the good old paper clip and pen to track my stitches. I know, right? I really should. Sometimes, if I remember, I'll have like a little tally mark. But like sometimes I'll get way too much in the groove and just like keep crocheting, and then I'll forget to like keep track, and I'm like, oops. Oh yeah, now it's really getting dark out. I'll show you what it looks like outside. I know it still looks bright, right? It looks like it could be daytime, but alas, it's not bright out. Oh wait, no, that just makes it look brighter. Okay, it's so weird. I swear to God, it's darker than it really is. It's not that light out. It's kind of dark. Well, I guess that means that camera's good. Oh yeah. Yeah, the middle round, like you draw like a little line, right? You know, you actually might actually be right. There's a lot of cats, so let me show you. Actually, let me check. Is there a cat out there? Cause there's like a little woodsy area, and yesterday there was a big cat fight. Like two cats were fighting, and the other two were just watching. I don't see him. There's usually an orange one that goes there, but they could just be like in the street maybe. There's like a lot of stray cats here. I kind of want to snatch one up and take one home with me. Oh yeah, I'm making a lemon. So this is the one we made in the live stream. I don't know if you can tell the leaf looks a little bit on the crappy side. So it gets kind of distracted. But this is the one I made last night. You can see how much nicer the leaf looks. Because I wasn't like crocheting out here. Oh, lucky. I know, right? Actually, one of the stray cats got into the apartment, like, building area. Not our unit, of course. And he was just yowling, and I went downstairs to, like, open the door for him. Because I was like, he must have, like, walked in when someone came in. And he wouldn't leave. He would just yow and yow for hours on end. And finally, I just went down there and just petted him for a while, and he stopped yowling. And I think he was one of the ones I saw yesterday. He was, like, white and gray. And he was one of the spectators, like him and the orange one were just watching this white and black cat fighting. Like I think another was like another white and gray one, and then this black. I think it was black and white because I remember it wasn't fully black. I think it was like a black and white cat, or like spotted white. But yeah, there's like a ton around here, and they're so adorable. Some are actual pets though, because I do know the people, the building next to us, the little music bar. Yeah, they own 2 cats. So 2 of those cats are theirs. I don't know. I don't know which ones they are. I know, right? Having all these stray cats around. I remember actually Korea's finally getting better about liking cats. They used to not like cats. They used to think of them as wild animals, but they love small dogs. But now it's changing. They're finally now starting to like big dogs more. Like most people here have like toy dogs. Well, maybe not really Chihuahuas, I should say. But I don't know what kind of dog this is, but it's like the old lady dog. Are they a type of poodle? They might be a type of poodle. It's like those little white dog, fluffy white dogs. Not a Pomeranian, but like the curly hair white ones that you see almost every old lady has. Like even my grandma used to have one, and when her name was Sugar Booger, and that was actually why we called my grandma Sugar Booger, because when we were young, we would hear my grandma say, "Hey, Sugar Booger," all the time to her dog, and we would just start calling her Grandma Sugar Booger, and it stuck with us. It was pretty funny. Oh, wait, this is 8. Okay. One time I had a cat fight in the garden. I ran out of a broom to stop it. Yeah, I think it is a type of poodle. Kanish? I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah. Let me Google that real quick and see if the dog pops up. How do I spell it? Canich. Oh. Let me see. Oh, yep, yeah, that dog. That's the exact one. Yeah, so many Korean people have those dogs. It doesn't matter whether you're young or old, they just always have those kind of dogs. But I want Corgi though. That's my one true doggy I really want to get is a little Corgi or a Husky. But a Husky though would not be good to live in an apartment. Like we'll get a Husky if we ever get a house. I wouldn't want to keep a poor Husky all cooped up. Let me see. I want to make earrings of everything she's making. I know, right? Like these will probably all I have to do is just add a jump ring because I think this is a good size. I think it's like similar to the size of the ice cream. Like anything like this big, like maybe I don't have a coin. I wish I had like a coin to like show the size difference. Oh yeah, and then the last live stream for the cherries, we decided to try making with thread. It was a really bad idea. So you can see the size difference between using crocheting with thread and crocheting with regular yarn. But I kind of prefer this. It looks cuter. This looks kind of ugly. I should have made the cherries bigger, but I was trying to keep it exactly the same, like what I did. And partially, I think it's because the stem I single crocheted and not slip stitch, because for some reason the slip stitch was just not working out. The thread kept slipping off the hook. Yeah, it seems like a good size. Oh yeah, how do you say them? Samoyed? Are they called Samoyed? Yeah, cause what is her name? There's a dog, that same type of dog I follow on Instagram. She's like pretty popular and she's so adorable. But I forgot what her name was. See, there's something called focusing that I seem to not have. I went to find some yellow thread to make a mini lemon and started looking for the toy. I know, well, that happens though. You know, like that whole joke, like when you're cleaning your room and you just end up stop what you're doing when you find something like nostalgic and old that you haven't seen in a long time, and then you start looking through old stuff, and then you end up not cleaning your room and actually making it an even bigger mess. Yeah, that's me right there, especially when you go through old stuff. I wish I had some of my old crochet stuff. It's somewhere in my parents' home. Let me see. I want a Newfoundland dog. When it's somewhere cold and a tough one. I know, right? That's true. Like, if you have like any kind of like those kind of dogs, you gotta live like somewhere really chilly. But I never could. I can never live anywhere chilly. It's already chilly. It was already chilly enough here. Oh, it's finally like becoming like 16, 17 Celsius, so it feels really good now. Thank God. No more negative 15. Oh, that was awful. During like Christmas and like early January, that's how cold it was getting. I think -15 was the lowest it got. It didn't get any lower than that, but Jesus, that was enough for me to like, I was so done after that. Worm's like, ooh, Norway. Oh, so many places in Europe I want to go, but we can't go because one, not enough money anyway, but two, can't even if we had the money. I live somewhere really hot and getting hot fast, so that's bad. Oh yeah. Well, I'm not sure if my hometown is gets as hot as where you live, but it was pretty hot, Memphis, Tennessee, but not like Florida or not nowhere near like super hot. But it was enough to be annoying a little bit. But I actually prefer the heat over the cold. I just do not do well in the cold. This is 9, right? Okay, so this is the last round before I start decreasing. I gotta remember that. All day. I know, right? I love miniature crochet. After this, I will make like a little, maybe like a little daisy to go with it. What kind of flowers look good? Or should I make a blue flower? Because I know blue, for some reason, looks so good with lemons. And I don't know why. I'm wondering if I should ever start streaming on Twitch as well. Like maybe during the week? Or on Fridays maybe? I don't know. Because I know, well, the other crocheters I see, they crochet big things. Or they'll just chat. Like I know Yarn Punk. Wait, is that his name? Yarn Punk? I think so. Yeah, like he, what do you call it? He'll like stream on Twitch, but he doesn't really crochet as much. I think he does sometimes, but it's more like a lot of just chatting. I think he just started making some YouTube videos. He got more popular off Instagram or and TikTok. He's the metal guy who does, I don't know if you ever seen one of his TikToks. He's the guy listening to heavy metal while crocheting like really kawaii stuff. Like the little pumpkin spice latte. And I'm just like, oh, that's so adorable. Best of both worlds. You can love metal and kawaii stuff. I think Twitch has more features for streaming. That is true. I actually was gonna, if YouTube wasn't going to allow me to stream, I was gonna do with Twitch anyway, because you can do it. I mean, there's no, you can stream on YouTube, but it was like you had to have 1,000 subscribers if you wanted to stream with your phone. You know what I mean? I would have had to have a computer if I wanted to stream on. But I think they took it away because I'm able to stream. But I don't get any like features though. Like no super chatting or anything, which I didn't really care about that. They take freaking 30% of that anyway. Okay, now I can decrease. Oh, Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, like do both. Like do the Sundays for YouTube. Well, it's technically Sunday. Well, it's Sunday for you guys too, I think, right? It was just in the morning times it's Saturday for America. Because I don't want to interfere with Louis' streaming time, and also because I want to watch his stream as well. And then maybe I'll do like Friday. Oh, that would mean I have to do Saturday evenings if I want to do Friday evenings. If that's for the United States. I don't know. Okay, what do I do? Oh yeah, I do one single crochet and decrease. Oh, I thought I went through the stitch, but I didn't. I put it just through the working yarn. Good grief. There we go. Okay, so that counts as my first stitch, so let me decrease. And I've also noticed there's not a lot of miniature crocheters on YouTube. There's a couple. There's not that many. So I'm hoping maybe I can be like one of the top mini crocheters or something. That'd be nice. Get my foot in the door. Gotta stand up from the crowd. Oh, this happens to you every time we're going through yarn. I know, right? Like you. I do the same thing. Like I'll be looking for a certain like tool or something, like through my drawer, And then I'd find like my tub of old crochet stuff, like the little toaster I made. I don't even know if I still have that. It's if it is, it's probably still at my parents' house. Like I crocheted a little toaster, even though it kind of looks a little crappy, because that was when I first started doing miniature crochet. Oh, I was about to say, I wonder if my little cake I made is in there. I made like a cake, and then I made like a little icing squirt thingy, and I like sewed it on top so it looks like the little cake is being iced. And but I forgot I destroyed it kind of because I used it in my old filming setup. I needed something as padding for when I was trying to fix up the little cheap like tripod I had bought from the Daiso, but this was the Daiso in America, and I bought like a cheap little tripod, but it was having a hard time, using my phone, so I used the little crocheted cake to help get just enough space to like keep my phone in place. So I forgot about that. Wait, did I single crochet yet? Oh wait, no, I already decreased. Actually, maybe I should start stuffing it. It's getting like hard to get to the other side because I think because it's so big and there's no volume in the middle. Let me stuff it just a little bit. There we go. That helps put a little bit of space. Just the question which is the correct side, because I don't want to twist my loop. I guess that was the right way. Okie dokie. So now single crochet and decrease. Oh yeah, and who was? Oh, I think it was Maya. I think you guys, Maya. I think Nieto, right? Maya Nieto. She's also you've probably seen her on Louis' live stream chat. She suggested I should start doing the little Shopkins. You guys know what Shopkins are? It's like that cute little I done goof somewhere. Let me see. Yeah, I have one stitch extra that I should not have. Drats. So I need to start from the beginning again. But yeah, thinking I should start making Shopkins type stuff. Oh, Shopkins? Actually, let me Google that real quick and then I'll show you. I'll pick up the... So basically, it's like these little... It's just like shopping items. But they give them like cute little faces. And it's like so adorable. They're actually like little toys. Let me show on my laptop. Like this kind of. Like they're really cute. Look at that, like little laundry stuff. I think that's laundry. Yeah. Make something like this. I'll probably make them not super tiny, only because their eyes are a bit on the detailed side, and I want to make sure I can make the eyes look decent. Like, give them the character, make it still look like the character. Wait, was that what I did wrong? Did I not? No, I decreased here, didn't I? Oh well, let me try this again. That's the only problem when using the invisible decrease. At least if I was increasing, I could just see where my last decrease was, or like count in between, but I can't see with the invisible decreases, so I have to like start all over sometimes. I know, right? They're really cute. They look, I think they're from the similar company called My Littlest Pet Shop, because they used to make like these little pets with the same type of eyes, like really cutesy, and that's what I grew up with. And I think this is what kids like way younger than me they grew up with Shopkins. I think it's so adorable. Oh, you couldn't find the toy, but you got two pens. I know you. Maybe you have to ask. Cause I remember you said something about your mom put it in the garage, or puts your crochet stuff away in a box in the garage. So maybe she might know where it's at. But then again, it'll probably be like how parents usually go, like, I don't know where it's at, because you know they forget too where they put something. I'm gonna pray that my freaking stitch count is not off this time. Please be right. I don't want to start over. Okay, after this. Yay, it's correct. I got 3 stitches left. Perfect. Okay, thank goodness. Whew, so I must have skipped something somewhere. Oh no, your mom lost your first toy plushie like that. Oh, I know that sucks. I wonder if it's like possibly like it's just still in your house somewhere and it's just like nobody just sitting collecting dust and he's like, what? Everyone forgot about me like that. I think our stuff sometimes might accidentally get sold at yard sales. Like when my mom would go to gather stuff, she might accidentally gather, like maybe something would be in a box and we wouldn't realize that box was for yard sale stuff. Like we toss it in the box and they were like, oh wait, but it'd be too late. Oh my god, actually this reminds me, when last, well, not last May, was it last May? No, not last May. This was before pandemic, so basically, oh yeah, May 2019. Yeah, 2019. I went back to see my family for a bit, and we had a yard sale, and I was crocheting. I was crocheting out because it was, you know, a really nice warm day, and I had this tape measure out. I don't even know why I had it out. It was with my crochet, or it was with my crochet stuff. I don't think I even had it out, but it was in my bucket of stuff. And some lady came by and she actually went through it, and my dad accidentally sold to her. He didn't realize she was going through my crochet stuff. Thankfully, that was the only thing she bought. She didn't. I'd have been so mad if she got all my crochet hooks or something. I'll be like, what? No. But yeah, it sucked. I really like that tape measure too. We had that for so long, and it was a really good one too. Like a really expensive brand. Like a, cause my grandmother used to sew clothes, and so that was like a really good like tape measure. I hope it could be since they're moved. Oh, so you're moving in a few months? I know that would be really nice to find. That is the best way to find. That's the only way to find something is if you move, because then you have to get rid of everything. Not rid of, but like you have to move everything out. So that's the only time when people finally find lost stuff. Or like whenever I clean out, like I'll be crocheting something like an arm, something really tiny, and then I'll act like the tail will get caught onto my sleeve, and then when I get up to go somewhere, it'll fall off and I can't find it, and I just have to end up crocheting another one. But then I'll find it like weeks later, and when I'm cleaning, and it'll be like in the corner, all covered in dust. I forgot this is supposed to be decreases all the way. Actually, I don't think I need the stitch counter. I just need to count how many decreases I do. So this will be the first one, so this will be 1. And then 2. Oops, get in there. Always invisible decrease wants to make things difficult for me. There we go, okay. I think it's because the stuffing's getting in the way. Gotta push that down a bit more. almost 5. Oh well, we'll see later if it is. I can always just count the stitches. As long as I got 6, then I'm good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, nope, I got 7, so I gotta do one more. I don't know why, but for some reason at this angle it doesn't want to go in the front loop. But if I do a normal decrease, it looks so ugly. I gotta do the invisible one. Oh god. There we go. Me just because I don't know. I don't trust myself to go find the yellow yarn without getting distracted. Well, what yarn colors do you have near you? You can always crochet a pink lemon. Before I'm gonna make sure, because I didn't stuff it all the way. I need to stuff it just a bit more. Oh, do we like musicals? I'm trying to think. I've never really seen many musicals before. I just hope you're not referring to Cats. That's creepy. That musical. Maybe the original one wasn't so bad, but I saw. I didn't completely see the new one, but I saw like a girl on YouTube, one of my favorite YouTubers. She reviewed it, and she said she was horrified by it. So I don't know if I'd ever want to see it. I think I saw like a Beauty and the Beast musical a long time ago when I was a kid. But I don't remember anything about it. I just remember being told I went to go see one. You know, it's like your parents tell you, oh yeah, you went to go see this that time when you were like 4 years old. And I'm like, okay. You have like no memory of it. So you just take their word for it. Okay, so now I'm just going to decrease again because I got to bring it down to 3 because we started with 3 and we're going to end with 3. And I'm going to use my tail to kind of sew in and out on the top part to make it look a little nicer. You know, as always, the freaking end of crochet always looks like doo-doo. So we gotta make it look nice. Oh, come on, I was almost done. Of course, all the yarn slips out. Wait, no, that's not the... Goodness, this last one is hard. Okay, there we go. That's as good as it'll get. And then I'll try to make it look... As you can see, it looks like crap. Oops. The other end versus this end. Let me see. Oh, I just now saw, not cats, not cats. I sprinted across the room to type that. Okay, that's good. We now know that you are sane. Orm has passed the sanity test. Is there a person out there that actually enjoys cats? I wonder what kind of person they are. If they enjoy the old one, then I kind of don't blame. I can't really blame them because the old one's more just cringy. But the new one is disturbing. I found some thread. It's the gray color kind. The blue. Oh, that sparkles? Oh, that's nice. Oh, yeah, that's like I don't know what they call. Is it called corn blue? There's like a blue, but it's like kind of grayish. So now I'm going to take my tail and I'm going to like go in from the top, kind of like bring it down a bit to make the top part look nice. And well, this side will also be where the leaf will be, so it'll be a little hidden, you know. So it will be ugly, but it'll be in disguise and hidden by a leaf. Oh yeah, CGI. I know, yeah, because that the new Cats is a lot of CGI, right? But it's so like uncannily creepy, uncanny valley all the way. There we go. That looks a lot better though, doesn't it? You almost couldn't tell. Now to sew it through. Yeah, yeah. Even Malu's like, yeah, super creepy. I don't know why it looks bigger on that side. Sometimes you just gotta play with your crochet to get it the shape you want it to be. Okay. Oh yeah, and I think we did already crochet. Wait, lots of skill wasted on something creepy and weird. Oh yeah, playing with your crochet, you do that too. I know, right? It really just helps shape it. Like when I see people like they leave the crochet be and they're just like, I just want to like smush it and fix it. Like they're just leaving it be, and it's like, no, no. Because sometimes you gotta. It's like you're fixing the stuffing kind of a little bit, or sometimes you help stretch the stitches out and it makes them all a bit more even. Like how you saw like when I had the lemon, I kept like pushing up at the bottom of my crochet hook. Oh, that is caramel goodness. Okay, where is my leaf? Here it is, my little leaf. I think before I sew it on, I'm gonna take this string and sew it to the back part so it doesn't come undone. Oh, come on. I always hate when I accidentally have too much tail on the other end and then it doesn't want to pull all the way. Okay, there we go. I wonder if I should go through the same time as these. Yeah, let's be lazy and let's use the hot glue again. Oh shoot, but they're not or they're not the same. Okay, that's good enough. Where's the ugly side? Okay, here's the ugly side. Now to pick the most ugly side. Where do I think it's the ugliest? I think right here. This looks the ugliest. I don't know if you can tell, but it just does. I know, right? Yeah, I think sometimes crochet needs like a little bit of like of a helping hand, especially amigurumi. It needs to be stretched and smushed sometimes to look right. And now, for the ultimateness of laziness, I'm going to hot glue it on. It's kind of like, but I gotta be careful. Only at the end part. So I lift it up a little bit. I gotta be fast too, since I'm only using a little bit. It will probably cool off really quick. Uh-oh, I think I might have put too much. Wait, no I didn't. Okay. Whew. And then I like pull these a little bit tighter. There we go. And there is our little lemon. So now I got 3 lemons. Oh, there, Buster, she pulled out the glue gun. To be fair, in the other live stream, I actually sewed on all the leaves. I didn't use hot glue at all. And it's just too much stress. Or more, I should say, it's too much stress trying to do out here. I need to do it like, I need to have like my elbows on the table and I need to have it up to my face. That is the only proper way I can really do it. Because when I try to do it like out here, it's so hard and I just end up messing up. That's why the other leaf on the other lemon looks kind of ugly. I think he turned out smaller than the other one. Oh, you know what? I don't think I stuffed them as much as I should have. Because the other lemons look better. Oh well. I'll give it to like maybe one of the kids in the hog one. Now let me see. I'll reset this. I think I'm gonna do the watermelon next. So the first watermelon I made last night, I did. Let me see. Where's my notes? I did up to like the amount of 24 stitches with the pink, and then I did one more row of white, and then I did one row of green. But when I sewed it on, like I did like in the back loops, single crocheted a bit. And when I sewed it, it looks too much green now. Like, not enough watermelon, but too much green. And then this one, I did the green and the white as, like, half color changes. But you can hardly see the white. So I'm thinking I'm going to make the pink and white as half color changes, and then add green. So we'll see how that goes. Let me pull out my super bright pink. Like, look how bright this is. It's just neon. I think it is a neon color. Or like one of from the neon brands. Not brands, I should say. More like color line. Because I know this is I Just Love This yarn. If for anyone who lives in the US. I know, right? This is also the similar one. It's like the neon green. Like, look how bright that is. Maybe I should use this one instead. This one is also this is neon also, but it's like the Karen Simply Soft. And this is like even glowier. But the problem is that this is sport weight yarn, so it's not as, it's a little bit thinner, not to use 2 strands, so I might stick with this one. More because I just don't want multiple strands going on at once, because especially when I do color changes. Let me see. What did I do? Oh yeah, so now we're going to do 8 single crochet in the magic circle. And I'm going to do the invisible join. So that way there's no seam, but it's also a joined round and not a continuous round. So it's going to look heckin' nice. I actually love that technique, just it's kind of a pain in the butt to do in small crochet. In big crochet it's really not, it's actually pretty easy to do, but in small crochet it can be a little bit annoying. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 more, 7, 8. Let's see. I totally get that as a super bulky type and make a sweating look like a cool character from an alternate universe. I know, right? You know what I would love? I would love to make like a giant lemon with the velvet yarn. How awesome would that be? Just a huge lemon. And with that bulky velvet yarn, you hardly have to do any work. Because it like, well, I don't know. Does crocheting with a really large hook, does that make your hands sore? I feel like it would. So for this technique, I gotta take your hook out and make sure the yarn is behind. I'm gonna open up the stitch a little bit. Come on. Always the first one's a pain in the butt. And you go in from the back. Oh, and I want to make a joke, but it's not appropriate. I don't want YouTube to get mad at me. And then you bring it up, and then you don't chain. You just bring it up a little bit taller than normal single crochet. Oh, you made a super giant sword, but you can't wear it yet. Oh, you gotta go. Oh, it's 7:20. Yeah, 7:09 p.m. for me. Is it 7:20 at night or in the morning for you? Well, hopefully it'll get, wait. If it's warm for you now. Oh, you're like in the Australian region? Or like near New Zealand, like that kind of area of the world? Because I know it's summer for them right now, isn't it, I think? I forgot about that. I always, like, get confused whenever I hear, like, Australia's like, oh yeah, it's our winter, and like we're in summer, and then when it's Christmas, they're like, oh, it's so hot, and I'm like, what? So I imagine maybe that's where Santa Claus on the beach. I would love to think that's where it originally started. Was because of Australia. There we go. So now I'm going to increase. Oh yeah, you're bad at geography. I love geography. That was actually a really fun class. But oh my god, though, I took it honors and they made us know every single capital of every single country of every single continent. And I can't believe I actually passed each one with 100%. And now I've done forgotten it all. But I still remember I don't know what country it is, but I know it's a country in Africa. I still remember the capital is like Djibouti or something because so many people made a joke about that. But I'll always remember that. That's the only thing that stuck with me. Of course, that was like what, 2010? Yeah, that was 2010 when I took geography. Yeah, they don't care about the kids online. Actually, to be fair, I think teaching has just been going downhill. It seems like the more I don't know about for other countries, but at least for America, a lot of our teachers actually don't have a lot of power anymore. Like teachers that want to actually do fun stuff, like they can't do it anymore. Like they're not allowed to. Like they'll get in trouble, and they have to push all these like boring assignments. And that always makes me feel bad. Okay. Now to attach. Need to make sure to not skip the first one, because sometimes the first one gets a little twisted. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I have to like open it up with my hook if I'm doing it with tiny. But I tried this technique with normal crochet and it's just so much easier with normal sizes. But it's still worth doing. It's really good for stripes, especially. You'll see in a bit when there's like no seam and but yet the color is all perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna do one and then double. Sand on the beach. I know. And also for online schools, I feel like how awful is that if you live in a place where you would get a snow day, but then they're like, nah, you got online school now. Like, how horrible is that? Wait. Okay, time for double. Because now, well, the only way it would be is if it was super snowy and the power was out. That's the only way you can truly have a snow day now. I know, right? That would be terrible. I still remember, this is so funny, but living in the South, this happened after I already graduated high school though, but my sisters got a day off from school, not because it snowed, but because it was too cold. Like, everyone kind of made fun of it. But to be fair, it was like the coldest it's ever been in, I guess, Memphis before. So that's why they closed schools. And it's funny because it probably was no different than if you were like living in Chicago or something. Like that kind of winter temperature. But at least the good thing about that day was that was the day we went to go get our second dog, Blake. So it was nice that they had a day off from school. Just, I wish we had gotten a day off from school for being too cold. That would have been really nice. Man, I'm trying to think of more ways to like reach out into like the Korean crochet community, but I'm always kind of scared though because like I don't speak fluent Korean yet, so all I know is a handful of Korean crochet terms and that's about it. Did I do this right? Let me check. How many am I supposed to have? I'm supposed to have 24. Oh, you've crocheted 49 stars? I need to I think I have 1 star somewhere. It's somewhere over here. I'm trying not to knock the camera over though. Oh, I knocked my 4-9. This is the only star I have, this amigurumi star. I think I was trying to make like a... Oh, you know what I should crochet like... Or like use get some black yarn, make it like the... what are they called? Is it called Luna? Like in... Oh, Jesus, I did knock the camera over. Like in the Mario, like Mario Galaxy, like that. Like those stars you collect. Like give it that kind of eyes. Oh, Luma! That's what it's called. I remember it was close to Luna, but it was a little change. Let me see. I hate it when there's a pattern I really like, but it's in a different language. Oh yeah, but I'm gonna put mine in both English. Like I already put my videos in both English and Korean. Cause here's the thing I've noticed. So Louis is not even 100K yet, though he's about to be soon. But he's like been around for so long. He's like one of the top like searches for crochet, and he's not even 100K. But the Korean crochet community, a lot of them actually are 100 plus K subscribers. I think it's because maybe the American or English speaking crochet community is so oversaturated. But like the Korean one, there's not a lot, so that's why I'm trying to branch out and add a little bit of Korean. Plus, some of my viewers are Korean, so I'm trying to have it so that they can be included as well. Uh, I know what you mean though. Like my first, like when I was like looking at amigurumi, and then I run across a Japanese one, but the item was super cute, and I'm just like, crap. Whew, that was close. I thought for a second the app was gonna close. That's what happened earlier when I was streaming. It wasn't an internet problem. It was actually the YouTube app stopped working, and I was like, no. And poor Maya, she thought it was her internet. I'm like, no, it wasn't. Just the app stopped working. Yeah, it feels like a lot of amigurumi use US terms. I know, right? Because I forgot what the UK calls single crochet. Because our half double is their, or yeah, our half double crochet is their double crochet. And it's so confusing. Okay. Oh yeah, so this is now the time I'm going to add white. I want a small one. Yeah, a small bit of white. I don't want too much white. Oh, I know, right? And like people not realizing there's like different terms. I actually probably should start making some patterns in Spanish as well. Because actually, well, now Korea is my most viewed country. It used to be Mexico was number one, then the United States, and then a bunch of other countries. But lately, it's been South Korea. I think because I started, well, one, because some of the kids from the Hagwon watch me, and two, because I started putting my patterns in Korean. And that got me thinking, like, uh-oh, let's see. Trying to get this so I can do the half color change thingamajigger, but it's kind of tricky. Okay. Wait. I want pink needs to be first though because that's going to be on the bottom. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot I need to join first, doy. I was about to start crocheting without joining. Let me see. Oh no, I did that stupid thing. Held for review. I hate that thing. I forgot to turn it off again. Yeah, Spanish would be good. I know, right? I can actually, the thing is, it's actually easy to get access to Spanish terms in uh, uh, Spanish to English terms. Like, it's easy to find that out. But it was so hard trying to freaking find Korean. I had to actually, like, most of my information I had to get from watching Korean crochet YouTubers and hoping that they have closed captioning so I can see what the word was they were using. Oh my goodness, this is hard. It keeps wanting to like. It has too much slack, and I don't want the white yarn to pop out. Oh, I started using a French pattern recently and had to translate to U.S. terminology because. Also, you actually learned in U.S. terms. That's actually pretty neat. Yeah, I would feel like most patterns do typically use US. Oh yeah, and sometimes I'll see like on Instagram, I'll see someone posting like a free pattern, And it'll be like it'll like be all in Russian, and I'm like, oh man, I don't even know where to start with this one. Okay, there we go. That's not too bad. Oh, I might have made that a bit too tight. This is always the tricky part. Okay, next is an increase. So I gotta remember, I gotta do 2 single crochet and then increase. Ah, shoot. Actually, I don't think that's gonna work. Because I can just see it now. The pink is gonna get... not pink. The white's gonna disappear again. Like, we won't be able to see it. Then I will just do one more round of pink. I think that'd be good. Ah, shoot, I gotta crochet this again because the loop decided to disappear on me. Come on, get in there. I swear this yarn is being stubborn. Yeah, we have no patterns in English, so... Yeah, learn the US first. Oh, wait. Oh, I missed him going. Oh, bye, worm. I don't know if you got to hear me say goodbye. I'm glad they got to stop by. I hope they find their yellow yarn. And also, like, what do you call it? Like, the Korean terminology is so... It doesn't even translate, like, into, like, what... Like, normally crochet. You know, like we say single crochet, right? That just means one crochet stitch. But they say tabunduki, which, like, means short stitch. But then when you get to half double crochet, it's called hangilduki. So, like... Wait, no. Oh, wait, no, I think half doubles. No, but I know double crochet is hangilduki, which means one road. Like, the, like, road, like, street. Like, what? It's so interesting how they use that. For, like... And then treble crochet was, like, tugilduki, so 2 roads. Like, it's such an interesting way of seeing how they put it. I'm not quite sure what beduki would, be. That's like slip stitch, but I don't know what that translates to. I know, right? What? I'm confused too. They're using the word road for their stitch, like 1 road stitch, 2 road stitch. Like what? I can understand at least for tabuntuki because that just means short stitch. Oh, kiltuki without the 1. Um, it, oh wait, it means like street stitch or road stitch. I can't remember. I know Kori is road, and I think it's either road or street. And one of them, like, kid, is like either street or road. I can't remember which, though. Which is the next one? Oh, yeah, this is this 2 single crochet and a double. I forgot. Because I was like, what am I supposed to do again? I'm trying to think. And also, what else do they call? I'm trying to think of the other terms I use when I type out. What I do is I have like a list, and I'm usually too lazy to type, so I just copy and paste and like put it where, and then I'll just type in the numbers of whatever by that stitch name. Oh yeah, I know, like to chain. So you know we just say chain, right? But it's like it's a really long word. It's sasutuki. That means to chain. It's so weird. I have no idea what that translates to, if it does have an English translation. That's not, like, I never knew it would be such a long word though. What else? That's all I can think of at the top of my head. I have like a little notepad somewhere on my laptop with all the different terms. I think for me the hardest part was not learning the stitches, but it was learning how to say it, how to explain the pattern, because you know they have their own way of explaining how a pattern goes, and I had to like learn how to say that. And even then, it's like same with English, like everyone has like their own little bit of different way. So I kind of blended the way I say my pattern with a little bit of theirs. So, but hopefully, I hope it's understandable to them. I've had none of them have complained yet, so that's good for now. Yeah, more patterns in English, so wait. Oh wait, it didn't pop up the new one. Oh yeah, you have a cheat sheet for US and French terms, I know, right? I know, I need to make me a bunch of cheat sheets. Good lord, it's so hard to see the stitches on this. It's like really pink, but it's kind of dark. Actually, you know what? I think I need a light. Oh, I unplugged it. Crap. Oh well. Okay, 1, 2, and increase. Okay. Oh, I guess I can kind of tell because now it's starting to make like that little point. So now I can see where the previous increase was. I think I remember I tried to do the invisible increase, but I didn't like how it looked. It actually made everything a bit too tight. So I still stick with a normal increase. But definitely double, I mean not double, I keep saying double. But invisible decrease is worth it. It looks much better. Just it gets annoying when you lose count and then you can't find your last double crochet. Why do I keep saying double? I mean your last decrease. What time is it? Okay, it's 7:30. So I don't want to do this for too long because I know John's going to come home and he's going to want to film making the hayashi rice. Let me check my phone battery real quick. How are we doing? Oh, okay. Oh, I have it plugged in. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, so it's at 100%. That's good. Because, I actually had it fall out earlier. And I'm surprised the live stream didn't cancel on me because it was at like 5%. And I didn't realize the charging cord fell out. So I was like, oh my goodness. No. Let me see. Oh, invisible decrease. How do you do that? Oh, it's easy for you to spot. It's hard for me to spot. When you do, I'll do one real quick. When you do like a invisible decrease, you go through the front loops. So usually when you do a decrease, you know, you do like this, and you go to the next one, and you also go there and you pull up a loop, and then you go through all. That's like a normal decrease. But the invisible, you do this, like you go in the front loops only. You go through one, and you go back down, and then you go through the next one. Then you pull up a loop, and then you go through. And, well, they're maybe a little bit more visible on the bigger crochet, but oh my god, on this tiny crochet, it's really hard to see it. I can see increases just fine, but that invisible decrease is so hard to see. Okay. Let me join. Oh wait, I think I missed a few stitches. You know what? My count is actually messed up. And I'm going to try to see where I messed up though before I undo everything. Oh, that's kind of weird. I don't see anywhere that I messed up. It feels like I'm a little bit too short though. Like there's a bit of a gap, I feel like, between this and the join. Oh wait, there is one last way to tell if I really goofed or not. How many increases do I have? If I have 8, then I'm good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I am short. Because there's only 7 increases. There should be 8. I have 2 stitches left. But where am I supposed to put the other one? 1, 2. Oh, I think I put it through here. Wait, no, that's not right. Let me see if I can open this. I think this last stitch is like super tight. I need to try and open it up with this needle. Oh, there we go. Okay. There. So, like, you can see, like, there's no seam, right? Like, how cool is this technique? Okay, now I'm gonna switch to white. Oh, pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't know about that one. I forgot who I found this out from. I know, like, Little John's Yarn, that YouTuber, she has a video on it, but she's not the first person I heard it from. I heard it from another girl. Her video. She teaches all of them, like, how to do it with double crochet, how to do it with half double crochet, like that. She actually teaches how to do it with single crochet last. And I'm like, that's the one I want. I just want to see the single crochet one. It's a little bit more complicated when you do with like double crochet. You have to have like a stitch marker because technically like your loops will be like vulnerable and could like accidentally pull out, and you have to like use a stitch marker to hold them. But at least thankfully for a single crochet you don't got to worry about that. Okay, so this will be 3 single crochet and then increase. Oh yeah, this is how I think. You can see the seam back here though, like it kinda, I can't tell if you can see that little ridge, but it's like somehow the seam gets pushed backwards into the ugly side. So that's how it, like how it works or something. So I think that's pretty neat. I'm trying to think of all the things I need to do tomorrow. I think, I know for one thing, me and my, Oh, you didn't meet Tito, did you? My friend Tito, like he'll pop in on the live stream sometimes, but that's more in the morning times though. And me and him, we've been doing like pixel art for a little bit. You'll get to probably see that tomorrow, like when we post when Harold shows his. I'll post all three on the little pixel art channel. Oh my goodness, I'm not even increasing. I'm a dum dum. 1, 2, 3. I just went on single crocheting, not totally forgetting I was supposed to be increasing. But yeah, when they submit their Tito submitted his to me through a DM, so but I'm gonna wait on Harold's. But yeah, they're my two buddies. Mostly Tito from cause we used to do taekwondo together when we were teenagers. So he still lives in my hometown. And I think I met Harold just before I moved to Korea. I remember. Cause I think Jong met them as well. I'm trying to remember if I can't. It's been a couple years. That was like what, 2018? Wait, with this, do you have to step on the right side? Chatting and crochet is hard. I know, right? Chatting and crochet is hard. I lose concentration a lot, or especially counting. But it's still like it's fun to do though, because I think I'm used to being able to chat with my mom while crocheting, and now since it's just me now, sometimes whenever Jung's at work, I'm like just all by myself like crocheting, and I just listen to audiobooks or like YouTube stories. Oh, my favorite is actually watching Kendall Ray. Like she does her like crime videos. I love watching those while crocheting. If as long as I don't have to like look too much. If it's something more intricate, like something more complicated, I will just listen to something. Oh my god, I can tell I crocheted way too tight last round because for some reason these last stitches are super hard to get into. Good lord. I think partially is also actually I think crocheting and talking is not that hard, but crocheting and talking with my hands out is hard. Like just even without talking, crocheting like outward is pretty difficult because it just messes up your tension. So I'm so used to like crocheting with everything up to my face and with my elbows on the table. Let's see. Oh yeah, watching YouTube or talk shows. On the actually sometimes like like the YouTube ads. Sometimes Korean ads will have like a whole freaking 30-minute ad, and it's just a talk show for some reason. It's just a talk show playing, and I'm like, why is this an ad? It makes me so mad because like if I'm doing dishes or something or cleaning, and I'm like waiting for the ad to skip, and I'm like, it's been 10 minutes. Why has this ad not skipped yet? Or not skipped, but like why is it not finished up yet? And then I go to look, and it's like a whole episode of some kind of Korean talk show. It's just playing, but it's an ad, and I'm like, oh, I hate those. I never had trouble with that with on American YouTube though, so I don't know what that was about. Okay, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm gonna open this one up. Oh, I made the loop a bit too big. Oh, you bought YouTube Premium? What? How's that actually work out? Does that work out pretty nice? Because I think you can like, it's not just no ads. I think you can like download videos and stuff too. So I was thinking, I don't know what I was thinking if I wanted to do YouTube Premium or. Oh, I know. I was thinking of Disney Plus because I was like, thinking I want to do like 1 month of Disney Plus and like binge watch everything. And then like, so that way I don't have to pay for 1 month. Okay, so now I'm going to switch to green. Did I switch it yet? Yeah. Okay. Since it's 8 single crochet, and when you increase it gets almost a little bit too much, so I'm going to just single crochet. That's what I did for the other ones. The green section was actually literally just single crochet. If it was like in the 6 or 7 amounts, and then I would have had to, what do you call it? I would have had to increase with the green as well, but I like just being able to single crochet. I don't know how much of this white will show through. Yeah, I kind of messed up somewhere, so now there's like this big pink gap. But I can fix that with like the yarn, because my count is kind of a bit off. I can tell something didn't go right. But that's my fault. Oh, and since this one will be bigger, I might have to do more. I'm gonna have to count how many there is. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. Oh, I'm thinking of getting a Netflix subscription. Oh, so you can download videos and music. Huh. That would be pretty neat. Yeah, at the moment we have Netflix as well. But they always keep taking away all my favorite stuff. Like, they'll have a movie I like, I go to watch it. It's gone. Like, within a year, it's like they took it off. They actually used to have Gem and the Holograms on there. That was like a cartoon I like to watch. I found a website that does play it, but some of the episodes don't work. And thankfully I found a woman on, what is that? It's like, oh, Daily Motion. She on Daily Motion plays it, but it's kind of crappy quality. I probably should just go ahead and buy the DVDs, but my laptop doesn't have a CD player, so I'm kind of at a loss. Though I could buy one, I guess, like those USB CD players, but even then, I always get worried, like, what if it damages the CD or something? I don't know why they just don't have it for digital download. Like, I would purchase it if they just had it as a digital download, you know what I mean? But they make it so difficult. Having a very useful... Oh, I know, right? You can use it in the trains and stuff. Yeah. I think Netflix lets you download. I'm not positive. I remember my husband used to do that. When we go on like flights, he would download a movie or something from Netflix so we could watch it later. I think I never did that though, because I think at the time my phones, their internal memory was not a lot, so it always would get filled up quickly. Oh yeah, and also for next week's live stream, I'm thinking of doing like maybe Mario themed stuff, like little small items, like the little, I forgot what they're called. Divine Rose Knight told me what they were, but it's like those little brown guys, the little bad guys in Super Mario. I forgot what their name is, so maybe make one of him, maybe make like a Toad, and maybe the question mark box. I'm just trying to think of like all small things. If you have a USB DVD player, they're pretty cheap. Oh yeah, then maybe I should get one. Because I brought with me my, what do you call it? I brought my Nancy Drew DVDs, like the ones from the 70s. I have those, and I haven't been able to watch them. And what else do I have? Oh yeah, I have also, like when I last visited my family, we went over to my great aunt's house, and she was getting rid of a lot of my uncle's computer stuff because he was unable to use it anymore. And I got Assassin's Creed 1 and 2. It's like those CD-ROMs you buy after the game's been out for a long time and it's finally cheap now because it's like 1 and 2 in the same CD. But I can't play it yet. And it doesn't even matter. I can't play it on my laptop at all anyway. There's like no room at all. Okay. And I think, oh wait, I forgot. This is where I gotta crochet in the back loops. But I need to count though, because now that I've increased, it'll be bigger than these, so I gotta... Or I can just do halfway, but I want to make sure I have an even count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Okay, it's an even number, so it's 34. So I can go halfway. Okay. But I gotta count though. I think, so before I did like a certain amount of single crochet, then half double, and then double, but I don't really like how this the double crochet looks, so I think I'm gonna just stick with single crochet. I think that'd be better this time. Let me see. Oh yeah, the mushrooms. Yeah, you don't know, but I don't know the name, but I know what we're talking about, yeah. I forgot, Divine Rose Knight told me the name of the little brown guys. I know the little mushroom boys, the good guys, you know, Mario's friends. I know they're called toads. But I forgot what the brown guys are called. They're like, we used to call them like little muffins because that's what they look like. They look like little brown muffins. Ugh, I need to make me some of those lemon poppy seed muffins, just without the lemon poppy seeds. I miss having those. But I guess the Korean version, well, not version, it's not a muffin, but it's more like a common thing to find. Is I do see hotdog premix, and my dumb butt made hotdog from scratch before, and it's really hard because you gotta use rice flour and, oops, this is supposed to be back loops only. You gotta use rice flour and regular flour, like a regular flour, like a mix. But they actually have in Korea, they have all these hotdog mixes everywhere to make it easy for you. So at least that's good. So let's see, I gotta do 17. I know, we want some now too. I know, I gotta think, maybe I should find, see if there's like a vegan, like you said, like a vegan recipe, because then I won't use eggs. Yeah, because eggs got really expensive. Like, I think what, a dozen is usually like $1 something in America, and now like a dozen is like $5 to $6, and like that's a lot. And the case we usually buy is more, it's like 2 dozens, I think, or a little bit over a dozen, and it's like almost like $10 to $15 now for eggs. Before it was only like $5 for like 2.5 dozens. So I think, or how much was it? I remember it's more than 2 dozens because it was, I think it was like 30 eggs. I think, is that 2.5? Oh. Oh wait, yeah, because 6 plus 4 is 10. So yeah, it would be 30 eggs. So 30 eggs is like now $15. And that's just too much. And also, onions went up as well. Onions and green onions, so that really sucks. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 9. And this will be 10. Yeah, that's expensive. I know, right? Especially for something so small that you use in cooking. It'd be different if it was meat or something, because meat's always been expensive in Korea. So that's not a big shock. And I lost my count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12. Wait, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Is that halfway? Okay. And it sucks because I got used to eating like eggs and toast every day. Because, you know, that's like just an easy breakfast to make. But no. I'm just praying rice doesn't go up. Oh god, if the price of rice goes up, we're screwed. Because that's like well, rice is not cheap. But it's, you know, it's something you can buy in like big bulk. And it's decently okay, like the price. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, 2 more. This is probably why I'm bad at math. I always forget immediately the number I had in my head seconds before, and then I'm like, you gotta count from the beginning again. Okay, does that look about... Yeah, it's about halfway. Okay, so I'm not gonna even chain one, I'm just gonna like pull the loop through. Give it a good long tail for sewing. And actually, before I do, I'm gonna cut off all these other strands. I'm gonna leave a little bit of this so I can like cover that ugly pink gap. That was a mistake I made. Because there should have been no gap there, because usually the colors are like seamless. I don't know if you can see through here. Like you can see here, there's no seam and the colors are perfectly aligned. But this was the one I made last night. I know, it's like last night I was like, I think I had 2 fruits done, and I'm like, oh, I need more than just 2 fruits, so I was like up to like, I think 12 at night, trying to design 2 more easy fruits, and then I had to make the thumbnail. Actually, no, it's so funny. You remember when I was telling you about the night we had to all go drinking? That was the night I was planning on like crocheting and getting like thinking of what to do for the live stream, and but then it was like, okay, we're gonna go drinking, and then my first thought was, okay, I'll crochet when we get home, and we stayed out so freaking long, like longer than normal, which I mean, like that amount of time was normal for Korean people, but normally we don't stay that long out, and I was just like, and it's a weeknight. But to be fair, it was Thursday, so I guess maybe go through one day, like have Friday be your hangover day, your last day at work, then you can have like the weekend to yourself. Because that's what my husband says. They do it because they don't want to waste their weekend, having a hangover or something. So I guess that kind of makes sense. But still, though, who wants to go into work miserable with a hangover and a headache? That sounds like no fun to me. Okay. Let me cut these off. And just to make sure that little hole doesn't open up, I'm too lazy to sew it, so I'm going to add just a smidge of hot glue. That helps to make sure that that middle hole, because it's really notorious to open up with when I do 8 single crochet in the magic circle. Okay, before I sew, I need to sew on some seeds. I know, right? Work with a hangover's no-go. Apparently they would, I guess because Korean people are so busy, they would rather suffer through their work rather than waste. Because I mean, like, that would suck if you drank every weekend and then every Saturday and Sunday, every Saturday you'd have a hangover, and that would suck. So I guess they want to have a quality weekend, and they're willing to sacrifice work for it. At least I can understand Thursdays, because it's like, Friday is the next day, so that's like your easy day most of the time. But the one time I could not understand when it was Tuesday. Like, who goes drinking on a Tuesday? Like, that was just insane to me. Like, Thursday I can put up with, but Tuesday, that's just too much. And Korea does have something, like these, like, little, anti-hangover drinks, they're called. Like, you take it before you go drinking, and it helps, like, scrape your stomach or something. And, like, you don't have as bad of a hangover as you normally would have. Oh, what's up? Okay. I'm going to sew on 3 seeds on each side. I know, right? Then don't drink every weekend then. I don't know why, but a lot of Korean people do love to drink. But, I don't like drinking. I get acid reflux if I drink. Duh, duh, duh. But I guess it's to help relieve stress, you know, from working hard all week. Uh-oh, I hope there's no hot glue. Okay, I was kind of worried there might be a bit of hot glue right there and I wouldn't be able to go through the stitch. But thankfully I could. Oh, so they'll go drinking in the week because they can't do it on the weekend because they go see their family. That's true. You do not want to go see your mom like on a super big hangover. She would probably be disappointed in you. I can like imagine like some French kid going home to see their mom and like they're on a hangover and she's like, "What the heck, my son? What are you doing?" But to be fair, their parents probably partied just as much when they were younger. I love it when like the younger generation's like, "Oh, we're so good and easy, like we're the good ones," but it's like they were the ones that were hippies and stuff.
You doing it?
I'm almost done though. Yeah, cause we gotta. Oh, did you bring the tripod?
No.
Oh, then we can try to use
No, I'm gonna do tomorrow because I need to get latex glove.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I forgot about we needed those. Yeah, at Daiso they sell like these really cool like black latex gloves, and a lot of Korean YouTubers use them when they do cooking. It's like the aesthetic. Oh yeah, you like drinking with friends, but clearly not every week. I know, right? I'd go insane if they made me come with them every week. Ugh. And the funny part is, here's the thing. I don't even. It's like I'm not just not really talking, not because my Korean's not that good, but also because even if I did speak fluent Korean, there's nothing for me to really talk with them about. Because they're mostly talking about business or like more complex about, more they talk about the high school students and tests and stuff like that. And they talk about parents. I have no involvement with parents, so I don't, there's not much for me to join in on the conversation, so I'm just like there in the corner sipping my soda. Because I didn't drink at all, I only drank soda. I can't stand alcohol. It just makes me feel icky. And also, I found out, I used to think, like, oh, but I'm drinking a soda, so it's probably not even any better. And it turns out, actually, it is better because my two sodas I drank were less calories than one bottle of soju. And I'm like, I had no idea that alcohol had that many calories in it. Because, you know, it looks like water, so you think it has, like, no calories in it. Oh yeah, it's more like students need to take the train, so they have to travel a bit. Oh yeah, you definitely don't want to travel with a hangover. That would be like, oh, that'd be miserable. What is like the public transportation like in France? Is it pretty nice? It's pretty decent here. It's actually really good here in Korea, but it's crap in the U.S. It's ultimate crap. But you know, Korea is like Korea and Japan both. They have such really good public transportation systems. Is that the next one? Oh yeah, I did go through that one. Okay, so this is the next one. Yeah, this does seem like it was a better decision just sticking with single crochet rather than doing my normal increase. Well, I guess it's good if you want like a thick wedge, but it all looks the same. Though I think the problem is I made this a bit on the big side, so it might be, maybe if you hold like this, then it'd be a cute like earring. But this size was probably a little bit better to be an earring, I feel like. Okay, Okay, I think after this I just need to do the cherries, and those are really easy. I'll do the leaf first because that's the more complicated part. It's not really complicated, but I get, but you know, the cherry part is just a circle. Like most people who can do amigurumi can at least do the circles. Uh, oh, I didn't go through all the way. There we go. But I can't wait. I think, yeah, so it's like mid-March now, so pretty soon, like around late March, early February is when the cherry blossoms come out. So I really can't wait for that. I've never been into any cherry blossom festivals though. I think because now, sadly, is because now they won't have any because of COVID. Thanks, Corona. Like any kind of big celebrations all get canceled. But I mean, at least like they're, at least here, everything's mostly still open. And they finally got rid of that stupid 9 o'clock ban. Actually, though, I kind of now wish they'd bring it back. Because if they never took that ban off, I never would have had to go drinking with my coworkers. Because for a while they were making all restaurants close at 9 p.m., which didn't make sense because it's like then everyone would just rush and go before 9, which doesn't help. Like, Corona doesn't come out after 9 p.m., you know? It's more of a people amount kind of thing. Now they switched it. Now they have it where only a certain amount of people can go in, which that's what it should have been in the first place. But actually, that 9 o'clock rule was kind of nice because I didn't have to go drinking. Uh-oh, something right here. What is that? I think that's like a bit of white yarn. Oh, maybe from the tail. I was like, what is that white bit? Let me see. Lucky we still have a curfew at 6 p.m. 6 p.m.? That's super early. Like, how you can't even go out to eat dinner at all. Almost. Unless you go out at like 4:30 or something. Ah, and all restaurants are closed. That sucks. Okay, let me see how this looks. Actually, that looks pretty good. So now we got our third lemon. I feel like this one still looks like it's got more watermelon, but you just can't see the... Well, they technically have the same amount though. Oh, well, it's still adorable though. I need to finish this off. And then we'll start... I'll make the leaf first for the cherry